Hi, this is Michelle Caskey from Homeschool-Your-Boys.com, and today I would like to talk to you about a successful mid-year reboot. It's very natural for us when we get pretty close to halfway done with our school year for us to start evaluating what's working, what isn't working, and to want to make a few changes. And that can be a very good and healthy process. But sometimes we do a few things that sort of sabotage our homeschool. So I want to give you a few do's and a few don'ts, and hopefully that will help you to make this mid-year reboot success. The first thing you should do is be encouraged. It's really easy for us to focus on what's going wrong in our homeschools and to beat ourselves up, and we need to try to avoid that. What's going right? What are your kids enjoying? What are they learning versus what are they struggling with, or what just doesn't seem to be working? So make sure that you are also looking at the positive when you're doing your evaluation. The next thing is be sure to talk to your kids. How do they feel things are going? What subjects are they enjoying? What are they wanting to learn about, and how are they wanting to learn about it? There are so many things that we might think are going on, but until we talk to our kids about how they're feeling, especially as they get older, we're not going to know the full picture. So be sure to talk to your kids and find out what they think. And the third thing I would say to be sure you do is to pray about any changes that you're thinking about making. Ask God to give you wisdom and to help you to be able to make choices that are going to be good for your children and your family. Now, there are some things that you should not do when you're doing a mid-year reboot. One is don't compare your kids either to their siblings or to the neighbor down the road, or even to yourself when you were a child, or even worse, comparing your kids to yourself now. We have had years and years of time to develop as people, and just because something's easy for us or comes naturally to us, or we don't ever remember learning it, does not mean we didn't ever struggle with it, especially when we were younger. So don't compare your kids. Our kids are all unique, and they're going to have struggles, but they're going to have things that they're good at too. So we need to make sure we remember that. Next, don't get frustrated. As you're looking at your homeschool, there is always a solution. So try to objectively look at what's going on and make non-emotional decisions rather than thinking, this isn't working, what am I going to do? I need to put the kids back in school. No. Take a look at, honestly, each subject and each child, and be honest about what's actually happening. Is it true your child really doesn't know anything about math? Or is it just that they're struggling with fractions? And what could you do to help that child in that area versus, oh no, I can't teach math. You see the difference? And the last thing that you should make sure you don't do is making radical changes. You're halfway through the year. You have, maybe your kids aren't absolutely loving the choice that you made for reading, but it's okay. So rather than stopping and starting something else from the very beginning, maybe it would be a better decision to just finish up what you're doing and then choose a different option for next year. So hopefully those tips will help you as you're kind of evaluating mid-year what really needs to change and maybe what is going to be okay to just finish out the year with. It's important for us to be able to evaluate our homeschools, but not to do it in a way that's super harsh or judgmental about ourselves or our kids. Remember, our job isn't to try to make our children look exactly like every other child out there. Our job is to try to prepare our kids for whatever it is God has for them, for their life. And that's going to be different for everyone. So I hope that helps encourage you. Again, this is Michelle Caskey from homeschoolyourboys.com, and I hope that you have a wonderful day.